I made a lot of mistakes while I was governor, and it's unfortunate that I can't correct them, Wike. What makes you think that you cannot correct them? You cannot correct them, but even now, you are making more mistakes. You made a lot of mistakes while you were governor, and now that you are not the governor, you are still making mistakes. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, has admitted to making several mistakes during his tenure as governor, acknowledging that he regrets some of his past decisions. The ones that you are doing now, so you are going to regret them later. And then you say, oh, I made a lot of mistakes when I was the FCT minister. But Wike made this statement during a media chat with journalists in Abuja on Wednesday in a video obtained by TVC News. Reflecting on his time as governor, Wike stated that while in office, leaders often make decisions with limited knowledge, only to later realize their errors after leaving their positions. He emphasized that governance comes with difficult choices, and not all decisions made at the time turn out to be the best. Oh, you know that. He further lamented that although he now recognizes those mistakes, he cannot go back in time to correct them, but he can correct them now. By helping Fubara to be to have peace in Rivers State. You can correct that mistake. By allowing Fubara to have peace, by calling off all the Supreme Court shenanigans, all of those things. If you really, really want to make amends for your actions. However, he noted that the lesson learned from his past experiences are guiding his action as the FCC minister. Nothing is guiding you. You are making more mistakes, and that's just, you are making serious big mistakes. In his words, with all due respect to you, yes, you can blame me. I take full responsibility. Some of the things you do while in office, it's only after you leave office that you start regretting them. It's not everything you know at the time. With that, I know now. I realize I made lots of mistakes while I was governor. When you make mistakes, it's unfortunate that you cannot correct them because you cannot go back as governor. But you can correct them now as FCC minister by giving the governor of the state peace of mind, by leaving him alone to enjoy his governorship. You can correct it. You can make a right decision. However, those mistakes are helping me as the FCC minister. I've learned from them, and I know that such mistakes will never happen again, he added. We hear you. It will not happen again. Nnabugo Jacob says, you are still making more mistakes because you are not wise. Bitek says, you are making another mistake now, Mr. Minister. I believe power is intoxicating you. A fool. It's really intoxicating him. Really, really intoxicating him. Idowu Oluwafemi says, the greatest mistake a man makes is to assume the position that belongs to God. You have assumed the position Satan occupied by always claiming I am. Unforgiving spirit is a demonic spirit. Butting someone's heel to pull him down is much more witchcraft. Please go and repent so that you will tomorrow not be bitter. Yes, so. Dan Issa says you are now the governor of Federal Capital Territory, correct? The old mistakes you made then and let our nation's economy move on. Abio. Lawal Ahmed says, this man. Uchandela says, that is what you will say when you finish your tenure as FCC minister. Yes, so because when he finishes his FCC ministerial job, now he say, oh, I made a lot of mistakes when I was the FCC minister, but it's a shame that I cannot go back to correct it. We can correct it now. Because you are still making greater mistakes than the one you made as governor. You are so unforgiving, which amounts to wickedness. Very, 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 very unforgiving. Ralph Bassi says, you are always making mistakes. Once things doesn't go your way, it becomes a mistake. I'm telling you. Once things do not go the way he wants it, the way he envisaged this in his head, he will scatter everywhere and say, I've made mistake, but I cannot go back to amend. You can amend it now. King George says, more mistakes ahead. You can avoid mistake. I bet you can't. Which one? Olofintiri Abiodun says, because of too much alcohol, you are still keeping appointments with history. Akombi Abdusalam says, I think this man has drunk something. Maybe because he's always drinking. Up to this moment, you are talking, you are still continue to make mistakes. You continue to make mistakes till you pass on. It is well. Frederick Nkoridin says, that's to tell you that you are not God. Continue to make more mistakes and continue regretting. Well done, sir. Abio, keep making mistakes. Keep doing all sorts of things because you are still making mistake right now. You are saying, oh, you make mistake. You cannot go back to be the governor. Even now, you cannot go back to be the governor, whether you like it or not. You are just wasting your time. Saliu Ibrahim says, this is intoxicated was Mr. Wike. Ifeanyi Ibike says, yes, no one is perfect, but I wonder if this mistake include election rigging. Of course, it's part of it now. It's definitely part of it. Azan Gakura says, arrogant and wicked, and you would continue making mistakes since you are so proprietor of Rivers State political crisis. Yes, so he's the one. He's the one causing problems in Rivers State right now. Insukokon says, arrogant man like you always cry, had I known, just as it is going to happen to you, except you repent and leave the people's governor alone. Yes, leave the man alone. And you can't claim, oh, you made mistake at that time when you were the governor, and then, oh, you can't go back to fix it. You can fix it now. You can fix it now by supporting the governor and leaving him alone to do what he wants to do. Hussein Isale says, Oga Wike, how many years you mean for you in life? Abi, you want to kill yourself before your time? Don't forget that you came into this world without anything, so you are going back empty-handed. So please stop disturbing yourself about politics. Abi, stop. Wetin happen? Delphine Oduebo says, we are just watching our country is slipping off our hands with corrupt leaders in high places, executing evil with all recklessness, as if what can we do? Yes, so they always they'll rub things in our faces like people cannot do anything. And truly, we know they do anything. Forgetting that the final say belongs to our God. Yes, so he has the final say. Anthony Obiezi says, Wike, go and sit down. We don't care about you anymore. Let it be clear to you that you can never be governor in Rivers State again. With all this that you are doing, it shows you are not wise. It shows you are uneducated. It shows that Agberu and Ogogoro life will never leave you. It can it can never leave him. Now you get APC, now you get PDP, now you get Rivers State, now you get SCT. You do not have good advisors, and no condition is permanent. Tell him, tell him. Samuel Obodo says, I agree with you. Cyprian Nweye says, and you are still making it now as SCT minister, which may lead you to the early grave if care is not taken. It is well. Samuel Chinedu says, all of us make mistakes because nobody is perfect. You make mistakes and then you amend it, but you don't keep making mistakes all the time. It doesn't make any sense. Daily Adibore says, everything in this life is one day. Yes, so one day now, one day. One day now, one day. Sinna man go air fire, you know go fit come back. Abi now. My listeners, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.